What's up, Stum?
I'm breaking down Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode by episode. Just in time for spooky season, I found 99 things you missed in season 1 episode 6, Halloween. We start off with a new establishing shot. It has this bike in the foreground, but I'm more interested in this randomly cordoned off trash can. And we can see that unlike previous shots of the 78th precinct, this sign above the door hasn't been fully erased. I'm really not sure what's being said here, and I don't have the original script, but it kind of sounds like Gandalf.
Halloween is the worst. I passed a slutty tree on the way here. Who wants to have sex with a tree?
For the second time now, Rule 34 begs to differ. In the background, Scully fully takes off his shoe to adjust his sock in the middle of the bullpen. Personally, I would have cuffed him for this.
Buongiorno. Pretty cool Stum, huh?
Stum?
The figure of Leonardo we saw in the last episode has disappeared.
He put thought into his costume, and he is obviously Miranda from Sex and the City.
This is the first of many Sex and the City mentions. It's especially notable after last episode as the Vultures actor Dean Winters appears in both shows. Not only this, but Rebecca Wysocki, who plays Miranda from Sex and the City, also shows up in season 8. There's a new flyer encouraging people to join the precinct's community garden, which mirrors similar real-life projects by the NYPD.
Hey, sweet Batali costume, dude.
Thank you. There's a man with impeccable taste.
This really didn't age well, as Mario Batali has since been involved in several lawsuits.
Eric Stoltz for Mask.
I'll take it.
Unlike most cold opens in this show, this consists of 2 distinct scenes instead of the usual single scene building to a punchline.
It's gonna be a busy night.
The briefing room whiteboard is once again a treasure trove of hidden details. Firstly, we can see Jake has jumped up to 68 arrests, while Amy is sat at... Oh no, I don't want to say it. I just don't. The inspirational quote of the episode comes from Charles Barkley, letting the precinct know that we're in the business of kicking butt and business is very, very good. Below that, we can see Jake is working an extortion case that isn't mentioned at all in this episode. This raises a very valid point that was actually talked about on the official Brooklyn Nine-Nine podcast.
There's one day per year where very little crime fighting seems to take place.
Yeah, the first couple years it was like, we need to establish that they've all been given the day off. The fans don't care anymore. I think we all know that they're great cops and we're imagining this fake reality, I would say.
The stats to the left tell me they've shifted focus to the more important crimes of jaywalking, graffiti, and parking violations, as they have all seen a noted decrease. More relevant, however, is the mention of drug activity at a warehouse on DeKalb Street, as this actually makes up part of the episode's B-plots.
The holding cell's completely full. I keep having to separate Hillary Clinton and Kim Jong-un.
Hey, no!
What would Bill say?
Considering his history, I don't think Bill Clinton, of all people, would be in much of a position to pass judgment here. And fittingly, the guy behind them appears to be dressed as Fidel Castro, who was the leader of Cuba during the Clinton administration.
We need 2 undercovers at the DeKalb Street warehouse party. Boyle and Santiago, you go with them.
Yes, sir.
You will love it.
Can you magically make everyone kind, sober, and fully dressed?
Good news, everyone. We found the name of Santiago's sex tape.
This is the first title of your sex tape joke. These are such a staple of the show, they were naturally one of my first ideas for a counter. I'm going to take this opportunity to throw in some counter items I missed, and let you all know that I'll be showing the running totals at the end of each episode.
Just arrested my first Halloween idiot of the season.
This is the first appearance of Capital Trust Bank, which is a recurring fictional brand. This, like many street exteriors in the show, was filmed at CBS's New York Street backlot.
Trying to split, huh?
The Banana Bandit is played by stunt coordinator Norman Howell, who also served as the stunt double for Andy Samberg throughout the show.
No, don't touch the money!
It's unlikely that this would happen, as die packs are mostly triggered based on proximity to the bank.
I'd make a better criminal than any of them.
You'd be an evil mastermind and everyone would call you the handsome bandit.
And the best part is, none of you could catch me.
I'm fairly certain you would be caught.
All right, what's the most valuable thing in your office?
My Medal of Valor.
If it was any other character, I'd let this slide, but the NYPD actually issues the medal for valor, which doesn't feel like something Holt of all people would get wrong. And despite him earning this award, he lacks the matching solid blue breast bar.
I will bet you that by midnight tonight, I can steal the Medal of Valor from your office. If I lose, I'll work the next 5 weekends. But if I win, you have to do all of my paperwork tonight. And you have to publicly state that I'm an amazing detective/genius.
I agree to participate.
All right.
This is identical to the shot I talked about in episode 2, even down to the Hummer ad. The only difference is the time of day.
Sister Steve here got mugged. Some guy dressed as a royal baby punched him and took his wallet.
She keeps laughing at me.
Sister Steve is played by John Ross Bowie, who was featured in Curb Your Enthusiasm and Veep, but more prominently as Barry Kripke in The Big Bang Theory. And Terry's monitor now has a sticker covering the Dell logo. It's the same #1 detective design as we saw on Jake's lamp, which is odd considering Terry is a sergeant. I also recently discovered this sign I talked about in the slump is actually fully shown in a behind-the-scenes tour of the sets.
Always keep the gun pointed in direction of face. Always keep your finger on the trigger and ready to shoot. Always keep the gun loaded and ready for you.
Can't tell you how many nuns I wanted to beat up in Catholic school.
I didn't know you went to Catholic school.
Good. You shouldn't know it.
But we do, making it the first backstory insight we get into Rosa's character.
Didn't graduate.
What'd you do?
I'm not gonna tell you.
I'm a detective. I will detect.
He really took the #1 detective sticker to heart. It's likely he still considers himself a detective due to supervising the department and previously being one before his promotion to sergeant.
Hey, got an arrest file here for the captain.
Gina has what looks to be an article on living healthfully stuck to the side of her desk. And behind her we see another hand-drawn poster. This one says peace and love, which is certainly a choice considering the NYPD's track record.
I'm his assistant, and I take that job incredibly seriously.
You're literally making paper airplanes out of police reports right now.
We can now add obstructing the course of justice to Gina's long list of crimes.
Captain's got a meeting downstairs in 10 minutes.
The best. What does your skin taste like?
Dina Lohan, I'm wearing her face lotion.
Dina Lohan is the mother of Lindsay Lohan and doesn't actually have a brand of face lotion. But in 2023, she did endorse a specific brand on Instagram, so this might just be another case of Gina prophesizing. This is once again the New York Street backlot.
Oh look, Raggedy Ann is drinking vodka right from the bottle.
Raggedy Ann was likely chosen as a costume here, as her likeness is both widely known and in the public domain. And the vodka she's dual-wielding is from 2 separate fictional brands.
So what's the plan?
Behind Holt is an Exemplary Service Award from 2003, and to his left is a generically named Appreciation Award. Neither award is distributed by the NYPD, but it's possible they could be from somewhere else.
Who are you talking to? There's no one up here.
Right now, I am taking my medal off the wall.
This is actually an NYPD Medal of Honor, which is the most prestigious award an officer can receive, obviously other than the title of Amazing Detective/Genius. Holt has Epson ink cartridges. These wouldn't be compatible with the previously established Brother-branded printers, and also surprisingly haven't had their logo obscured. Someone also pointed out that the cabinet is different to the one we saw in previous episodes. It was likely changed to accommodate the safe, which has the time incorrectly set to 5 past midnight. Next to his lunch, Holt has what looks to be a Glock, despite him still having a revolver on his person. We add a guide to the New York Public Library and this book on criminal profiling to the Raymond Holt reading list. And on the same shelf is a golden moose statue and a hawk too. The Floorgasm poster lists them performing tonight, despite it being in the background of almost every episode. However, it wouldn't surprise me if Gina is tearing the house down at a community center every damn night.
Captain, are you still there? I can't. Ow.
You should have made a bet you could win.
You're always telling me how I'm the best.
You're the best, Jake.
Boyle has once again got Rosa coffee.
Jake, you're the best.
Not only is Jake bravely using the urinal that previously showered him, but the dog poster we saw last time he was in here has disappeared.
Jake, I love you like you're one of my daughters.
Really?
The statement is confusing, considering Terry refers to Jake as a work friend in a later episode. But this comment could also mean he rightly sees Jake as childish and in constant need of supervision.
Here I come.
Oh.
Okay, any of these guys look familiar?
Baby you mugged me was pretty short.
Not a detail, but every episode I cover makes me believe in this comment more and more.
You're not supposed to laugh at me.
Number 3.
Baby number 5 could actually be seen in the background of the last scene being brought in.
Give me your money, you stupid bag of crap.
Give me the fucking keys, you fucking cocksucker motherfucker.
Knock it off.
I still want to know why you got kicked out of Catholic school. Did you burn down a church?
Say the word worse.
Worse.
Asking the same baby to step forward was likely done for budget reasons, as having another royal baby speak would mean they would have to be paid far more as a speaking character.
Excuse me, Gina. I can't find Peralta anywhere, and you're the only one who can decipher his handwriting.
Scully once again has his dogs out as his shoe is on the desk.
Excuse me 1 second. Nice costume, Peralta.
No Peralta here, just a normal janitor.
You really thought this was gonna work?
Sometimes in order to win, you have to sacrifice your king.
Have you ever played the game?
I used to play with my Uncle Bob all the time.
Start shooting.
Small explosive rounds can be seen under the chess pieces to replicate the effect of shooting them. That being said, surely even with a toy gun they'd be visibly damaged.
Now you're a master of chess, huh?
Uncle Bob is drinking generic premium light beer from ISS Props. This is actually the same fake brand that was used in It's Always Sunny, most notably in The Gang Beats Boggs.
You could have at least created a diversion.
This safety first sign is ironic to say the least, and is made even more so by the complete absence of a smoke detector or sprinkler responding to this fire. And for once the clocks maintain continuity, as this shows half an hour has passed since Jake lovingly fell into Terry's arms.
You're gonna need this and that.
Holt once again donning the stash is very reminiscent of his look when he caught the Disco Strangler. I couldn't find where this building actually is, so instead I'll tell you that DeKalb Street is another genuine Brooklyn street name.
I'm backing it up!
Oh God, please don't.
Charles actually obliges here, as when the camera cuts he teleports to a respectable distance away. This vent is completely absent prior to this episode and only appears sporadically going forward.
I'm gonna have to call you back.
Captain, I was just photocopying some stuff.
Bafflingly, there is yet another tiny piece of paper that just says police. And in this behind-the-scenes photo, we can see an artist sketch of a perp, as well as this article from News asking the important question, good times ahead? The clackerboard also has this as Season 1, Episode 7, despite it only being Episode 6. This means the episode order was likely rearranged, which would explain the inconsistent vents.
How did you get those birds?
By using my big fat brain.
Where does this window lead to? There's no door to this room from Holt's office, and all the fan renders of the precinct don't include anything here. So maybe this is the 99th Precinct equivalent of the Rumpus Room at 742 Evergreen Terrace.
Gave me a high five.
He high-fived me too.
Wait, Hitchcock?
Darn it.
Hitchcock is wearing a wedding ring. This does make sense as he's canonically married at this point in the show, but I always forget due to his overwhelmingly divorced energy.
Amy paid me $50 to trade places with him. I want that medal.
I tried selling it online, 0 bids. Here's some advice I gave to the girls at the Dance Till You Drop tournament.
Along with an influx of dog-related trinkets, Gina has also gained more post-it notes. I thought this addition to the quote I covered before was a dig at Jake, but after looking closer, I think it was added to poke fun at crazy being spelled without an R. It could also be in reference to the note above, because Miss Mooey doesn't appear to be a real name.
Don't give up. We would have won if Natasha's water hadn't broken.
Oh, Natasha had her baby?
You know Natasha?
Her dog has lupus.
The map section on Gina's monitor looks to be of a slightly askew East Harlem, and behind it is a statue of the Empire State, which I personally see as her starting to show Holt's influence.
Hey, Captain Holt, can you come out here for 1 sec?
Doing this series is really rotting my brain because for a split second I genuinely thought these were Anthora-inspired pencils.
Hit it, royal babies.
This molding tool is nowhere near accurate enough to be useful.
What? No!
So, I called your school.
At first I thought this was a fire outside the precinct, but I'm pretty sure it's the extract they usually use, but with lighting to make it look more spooky.
The reason I left Catholic school was because I got into the American Ballet Academy.
I knew you were a big softie.
Some officers just arrested Peralta.
What?
Holt's glasses are already on the table when he walks in, and Jake's arms repeatedly switch from in front of him to crossed in the reflection. If that wasn't enough, there's also a jump cut midway through Holt's sentence.
I caught you as Herman.
But you didn't catch Rosa.
Come out of there.
We temped in Ocean's 11
Interesting.
score
That's a
for
heist.
the very first one, and our composer kind of emulated that.
I created a diversion
The remote very clearly isn't in his hand when this diversion happens.
so she could escape unseen.
What about the pigeons?
To draw you into the copy room while 2 members of my team broke into your locked office.
I got to go through the ceiling. I geeked out so hard. I have a video that Andre Braugher shot. It was a moment.
Yeah.
You needed a way into the safe.
We don't see Terry actually do this, but we do very briefly see him walking towards Holt. Again, his watch is wrong. Rosa can actually be seen returning the phone in the initial sequence.
I then had Charles dust your screen cover for prints.
The dust Charles is using is completely wrong and thankfully disappears in the cut.
It was at that point that I bumped into a girl dressed as a sexy robot and we got our flirt on.
What's up?
There's yet another photo of the Brooklyn Bridge, and I find it very funny that she says when she's clearly programmed to say hello.
Amy came to your office and told you that I had been arrested.
I know they're in a very urban and built-up area, but that sky is way too light for it almost being midnight.
Charles awkwardly stuffed himself through your window and opened your safe.
And we add 3 more books to Holt's reading list.
24 possible combinations for Charles to try.
The clock on the safe is wrong to the actual time as well as relative to the time it showed earlier. It shows 4:32 a.m. despite Holt saying at least 6 hours has passed since we last saw it. The 2 starting digits match the ones Holt put in earlier, but the safe looks to be programmed for a much longer passcode.
That could take up to 4 minutes, which is why I really dragged out this explanation. Oh,
Holt's glasses momentarily move to his pocket and then right back to the desk.
4 minutes is up.
The 4-minute timer goes off exactly 3 minutes after Holt enters the interrogation room. I've seen this cited as a mistake, but that doesn't account for the time Holt takes to get to the briefing room or Charles' lengthy struggle with the window, so it's hard to say.
It seems that Jake isn't the only person you underestimate.
How did you get everyone to help you?
For too long we've been put down.
Jake's questionable Scottish accent is his attempt to channel William Wallace and Braveheart. The speech fails so spectacularly, he warps both space and time, as the clock behind him makes no sense and the perp dressed as an onion teleports across the bullpen.
And that worked?
Oh no! I told them that if we pulled this off, I would do all of their paperwork. And since you're doing all my paperwork...
I'm impressed, Peralta. Boyle, I need you in the briefing room.
I'm pretty sure that's the same IT guy from the last episode. Given that it's past midnight, he might be the most hardworking member of the 9-9. These DIY stews have so many cute little details. A few of my favorites are Rosa using cut-off shotgun shells for her rendition of The Bride of Frankenstein, Scully with a tie on his head as John Rambo, and Terry's titties being the first of his many references to salt and pepper. It also adds impersonating a police officer to Gina's rapidly growing list of charges.
I'm sorry about tonight.
We found the title for Santiago's follow-up sex tape.
It's not your fault. I was terrible.
It's not your fault I was terrible is also one of your sex tapes.
Attention, everyone! Jake Peralta is an amazing detective/genius. I have some paperwork to do.
We got a runner!
Terry's desk now has a photo of him with Cagney and Lacey, as well as an elephant statue to keep his piggy bank company. And to contrast Terry's family photo, Charles gains this random guy on his desk for only this episode. A very special thank you to Morgan Lasky, Sage, Caspy and April McLeod, my actual mother, Leffy Up, and Aegis for becoming members. And apologies to the Direct Gamer, who joined before the last video came out, but right after I left to go on holiday. I'll see you in 2 weeks for what might be one of my favorite episodes.
Not a doctor. Shh.